On today's episode, I'm going to do a quick test to see if I can successfully spray a shellac finish and a lacquer finish outside in sub-zero temperatures. It's about negative 8 degrees Fahrenheit right now, and so I'm going to make this quick. But I just want to give it a shot and see how it works, because I often have to work outside. I don't have a heated shop where I can spray finish, and in the winter here it's often very cold. So just wanted to give this a shot and see how it works. This is a very unscientific test, and I don't recommend spraying your finish outside in sub-zero temperatures, whether this works or not. So I've got a piece of walnut here, and I just taped it off, so I'll have lacquer on this side, shellac on this side. This is the lacquer I'm using, and I'll just spray a few coats. While those coats dry, or hopefully dry, I'll spray some shellac. I can already tell the lacquer is taking some time to dry, probably longer than usual. I'll try some more lacquer. And some more shellac. And some more lacquer. Okay, I'm going to leave them out here a while and see if they dry. And I'm going to go inside. Okay, it's been about 10 minutes and it's sort of drying. So I'm just going to put on a few more coats. Then I'll let that sit for a while. Okay, it's been about 2.5 hours. Let's see how it's doing. Feels pretty good, actually. So it's been about 2.5 hours, and the finish feels really good. It feels like it's dried pretty much completely. So next step is to try waxing. So I've got some wax here, and I'm just going to apply it with some fine steel wool. And normally I would wait at least a day or so to let the finish dry before I do this, but I want to get this video completed, so I'm just going to skip ahead and do it now. And this is just going to kind of smooth it out a little bit, and in the case of the shellac, which is naturally kind of glossy, it'll bring the gloss down a bit, make it more satin. The lacquer's already satin. It was a satin lacquer, so we'll just kind of smooth it out a little bit. I'm going to leave it on here about 10 minutes and then come back and take off the excess. And I'm going to go inside. All right, I'm back, and now it's time to buff off any excess wax. And the next step is to take it inside and let it warm up to room temperature and see if anything weird happens to the finish. Because it's going to go from -6 degrees Fahrenheit to 60 degrees above 0. And so let's see what happens. I found this big icicle in the garage. Okay, so it's been inside warming up for a few hours. Now let's take the tape off. So this is the unfinished wood. That's what it looked like before I sprayed finish on. And I think this is the shellac and this is the lacquer. And pay no attention to the rough spots over here. I didn't prepare this really in any way. I didn't sand it or anything, so it's a little rough, but the finish seems to be fine. It feels really good. It looks good. So I think this is a success. And this is a pretty thin finish, which is how I like to do it usually. I just prefer the look of a thinner finish. If you wanted more durability, of course, you'd want to put more on. And I don't know, maybe the thicker the film gets, maybe the longer it would take to dry, especially in sub-zero temperatures, but this worked out pretty well. Well, there you have it. I successfully applied finish in sub-zero temperatures. Would I recommend doing that? No, of course not. But it's good to know in a pinch if I have to do it, I can do it. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.